1913 is the next date. Three things happened in 1913 that fueled the growth of the federal government, the expansion in the scope of the federal government, so size and scope, and undercut states' rights. Number one, the income tax. Number two, the Federal Reserve. And number three, senators became directly elected by the people rather than appointed by state legislatures. Previously, senators, U.S. senators, were appointed by state legislatures. Why? To protect states' rights. The Senate was supposed to be the cooling pot to be able to not be concerned with the emotions of the day, which the House by definition is, and the Senate was also supposed to protect states' rights because every state got 2 senators, no matter what their size was. But since senators became directly elected by the people, then they could pander to people too. And they didn't need to worry about states' rights. And so as a result, in the last 100 years, the U.S. government, federal government, has gone from 2% of the economy to 23% of the economy. It is 11.5 times bigger than it was 100 years ago. It's projected to go to 35% plus of the economy by 2040, absent a change in course. The federal government 100 years ago controlled 97% of its spending. The only thing that it didn't control was interest on the debt. While it could control the amount of debt, the difference between taxes and spending, it controlled that through fiscal policy. It couldn't control interest rates because we hadn't created the Federal Reserve yet. And so therefore it couldn't artificially manipulate interest rates to hold them down. The U.S. dollar was not a global reserve currency. And so we have a situation where 97% of spending was controlled in 1913. Last year, only 36% of spending was controlled, and it's going down every year. And in addition, we're spending more and more on consumption, more and more on seniors, less and less on investment, and less on young people. That is not a prescription for prosperity.